Hi, I'm Allegra. My pronouns are she, her. I'm I'm from the United States, in New Jersey, and I'm also a trans woman, and I came to Madrid to teach English and start a newer life in a country where I feel safer to be myself. I'm 23 years old, recent college graduate. I majored in education, but I realized that I didn't want to teach in America, so I figured why not explore the rest of the world. A little trivia about me: I used to run for plenty of years. But now I'd say I like I like other sports, like martial arts, roller skating, things like that a little more. I also like to read and take walks and play video games in my free time, and I'm also a big fan of the Netflix show Cobra Kai. It is my favorite show ever. For about 2 months now, a little less. I've been told that Madrid has a great queer community, and it felt like it seemed like the kind of place where I would be able to thrive. I found Tt Madrid online. I was looking into ways to leave the country last year in 2024, and I was recommended English teaching programs. So I looked for them in Spain because that was one of my top choices of places to visit, because I already know some Spanish, and I've always wanted to see the culture too. I found this program with Tt Madrid, and I realized, okay, I could get TEFL certified, and get a teaching job here. So I decided to go through with it. I do feel like I've been able to thrive in Madrid. I'm still, of course, getting myself settled in, getting my legal documents, all that. But I am able to make friends here. I do enjoy learning and practicing Spanish too, and I actually just put myself on a dating app, so nice. I'm looking forward to that too. I mean, I'm still looking for a job because I still need to, get my TIE and everything. But so far, I'd say it's good. I'm getting used to city life, living here, living in another country. I think my life was very sheltered before this. I'm getting to explore, I'm getting to, to make friends, and I know that as far as jobs go, things will work out the way they're meant to. Well, of course, it kind of goes without saying, but the in-person portion was a lot harder, but it was also a lot more fun. Okay, of course I was up late making lesson plans and finishing assignments. That was pretty hard. I had people that I knew could help me, and it definitely it helped me feel more comfortable, I would say, asking for help, because I was kind of forced into that. But at the same time, I did really enjoy it. I enjoyed getting to connect with people here. It made me feel a lot more at home in this program and in this country. It was definitely tough. I did also have to move apartments because of problems with my old landlady. But I do like where I'm living now, getting a new empadronamiento. So the visa was tough though. I showed up to my first appointment, and then they told me that my federal background check wasn't apostilled by the right place. So that was hard to navigate, but I did get my visa in time. It only took me 10 days after I finally had a successful appointment, so I was able to come here on time, and yeah. Yes, definitely. I was surprised to see that the visa only lasted 90 days, and that they also helped me find ways to get my documents processed really fast, so that really helped with the visa. And they, of course, helped book my legal appointments, so that really helped. Made the whole process less stressful than it would normally be, even though paperwork is always stressful for me. That the process was a lot easier because of Tt Madrid. I would say go for it. Make sure you have interviews so that you know like what the program offers, like what you're getting into. But I would say so far this is a great experience, and it's helped me get out of a country that's not safe for me, so that helps too. But also I think everyone could benefit from teaching English and traveling the world, because even if they don't want to be a teacher, there's they still get to experiment with that, and getting to work abroad I think does help you realize like who you are and what you want to do. So, well, I think it's gotten better because I've had more opportunities to practice. I've basically needed to, but also my Spanish class that I'm taking right now has really helped me. I'm at the B1 level, so it's pretty intermediate. I did study Spanish growing up, but I don't think my education in Spanish was really that effective, and it was hard to practice. I don't think the environments I was in were that conducive to my learning, at least as far as Spanish goes. But here, I would say like we're a lot more intense, a lot more interactive. It does kind of throw you face first into the fire, but sometimes that's the best way to learn and grow and move forward. I want to be a teacher that connects with her students and brings out the best in them. And I want to help them grow into their happiest, most confident, most authentic selves. And although there's definitely a limit to that when you're teaching a new language, I think with any subject you can still learn a lot about a student if you pay attention to them, if you're committed to their growth as a person. I believe that with the right kind of education, with the right kind of relationships in the classroom, anyone can grow. Of course, it was weird, being in this new environment at first, and I am, of course, used to being the only trans person or one of the only trans people here, but in a way, I still felt safe. I still felt at home. I still felt like I could be myself, and I will never take that for granted.